Hello. Have you ever wished that you could set up a custom domain name on your API management instance? Well, guess what? It is easier than you can ever imagine to set that up and get up and running. And if you use some DNS providers like Cloudflare, you can set it up completely for free. So let's take a look at how we set up a custom domain name for Azure API Management using Cloudflare. Now again, any other DNS provider would probably work, but I like Cloudflare because it gives you your SSL certificate completely for free as well. So let's take a look at what we're going to accomplish. We're going to take a look at taking a domain name that looks like this and making it something that you would like it to be. So in this case, we're going to make it api.yclouds.com. Now that's just a custom domain that I have set up that I use for demos. Now, what do you need to do this on your own? Well, you need a domain name, you need access to the DNS, and you need a PFX file, which we're going to create by using the SSL details that we get from Cloudflare. Now, I'm just using a Cloudflare free account, which anybody can set up, and then you just point your domain to their name servers. So let's jump in and see how we would set this up in Cloudflare. I'm now in my Cloudflare account, and I'm on my yclouds domain. We're going to come back to this DNS setting later, but for right now, let's go to SSL, and we want to set up what's called an origin server certificate. I come here, I'm going to say create certificate. You can choose the type, the RSA is going to be fine. Here you can set the host names. We're going to just leave this as default, but I could define it at just api.yclouds.com if I wanted. You can set how many years you want it to be valid for. We're going to say 15, and I'm going to say create. Now here's the two certificates that we're going to need. Now, one thing to point out, this is your private key. You don't want to share that with anybody, and be really careful with where that is stored. I'm going to delete this key after this demo, so I'm not going to be hiding it like I normally would if it was real production. So the first thing I'm going to do is copy my origin certificate here, and I'm going to paste this to Notepad. So I'm going to paste this here as my one certificate, and now I'm going to do the same for the private key certificate. Come over here, copy that, and paste it back over here. Now, once I have that done, I need to use OpenSSL to generate a PFX file based on those two key certificates. This is the command that I'm going to run, but first I need to make sure OpenSSL is installed. Getting that set up and installed on Windows is a little tricky. So let's outline the steps that we need to do to get that accomplished. So first, we're going to have to install OpenSSL for Windows. And then we need to add an environment variable so that OpenSSL is available via this command. The best place that I found to install OpenSSL for Windows is right here, slproweb.com. And you come down here and select, I installed the light version, this Win64 OpenSSL v3.6.0, and I just installed the MSI for that. Once that was installed, I jumped over to Windows and set up an environment variable. I just searched for environment variables and the system properties came up. I click on environment variables, and what you want to do is add it to the path. You come down here and click on path. I click edit, and you would just add a new one, and this is what I added here. It's just the path to the OpenSSL Win64 bin directory. Once I had that done, let's go ahead and create the PFX file. Okay, I've now navigated to a command prompt. It's running as administrator. I've navigated already to the directory that I saved those two certificate files in. Let's go ahead and run that command for OpenSSL, and this is going to create this certificate.pfx file. I'm going to have to give it a password and verify the password. And just like that, it's going to create that file. Let's check it in the Windows directory to make sure that's created. Just as I expect, and sure enough, here's our certificate.pfx. Now we're going to use this when we add the custom domain inside of API Management. So let's jump back to our Azure portal. And now let's take a look at how we would add this custom domain using that certificate. I'm going to come down here and look for custom domains. Now, API Management only allows one custom domain, at least at this level. This is a consumption version of API Management. So even in consumption, you can add your own custom domain, which is pretty cool. I'm going to come over here and click Add. And I'm going to give it a host name, api.yclouds.com. And in this case, you could store your certificate in Key Vault, which is definitely the better way to do it. I'm just going to do custom and select file for the purposes of this demo and navigate to where our certificate file is and simply select it and enter the password and click add. And just like that, it's added our custom domain using our certificate file that we supplied. Now, I should note that they used to be able to supply you essentially a self-signed certificate that API Management manages for you. That process is currently being updated and is currently down at the moment. It's expected to be available early in 2026. So depending on when you're watching this video, you may be able to auto-generate your certificate. But since it's not available at this time, that's why we had to bring our own certificate. So I'm going to simply say save. Now, when I clicked save, it did tell me that my CNAME record was not created yet, which was an important step. So right before I save again, I'm going to go back to my DNS and create a CNAME record. I'm going to come over here, back into Cloudflare, go to DNS, add records, and there's no records here right now. I'm going to add record, CNAME record. CNAME record will allow me to say API and point it to where I want it to go to. And what you set up here is you just point it to the original namespace of the Azure API Management instance. You would get this back over here, Azure API Management, Overview. Well, let me, it's not saved. Under Overview is where you would get this information. And I had it copy and pasted already, so I knew it was here. If you're using Cloudflare, you do want to come in here and turn off this proxy. Cloudflare adds a lot of bells and whistles around things. We just want to turn that off for the purposes of this demo. So I don't want it proxied. I want to make sure it points directly to there. Simply set that up and hit save. Now, it can take a few moments for that to propagate. My experience is it happens almost instantaneously. So API is going to be pointing to our instance of our API management. So let's come over here and try that save again. And this time it was successful and it is updating our API management host instance. So I'm going to go ahead and give this just a moment to complete its update. And now once that's completed, you do see that it has disappeared here. It will take it 60 to 90 minutes to finish its full update. When you come back here in that amount of time, you will see it listed here. So I'm going to go ahead and pause for that amount of time, and I will come back once this is all set up and we will test it out. So I'll be back in a few moments. Okay, now I went ahead and did a refresh up here, and that did update. And you see here it does have my certificate that we created, going out 15 years. Now, it only took about 10 minutes for this to complete, so it was much quicker than I expected. And you can see here that our host name is outlined as we expect as well. Now, I'd created just a basic API to test with, just using a mock response. So let's jump over to Postman and give this a try and see if it works. Okay, I'm now over in Postman, pointing to my api.yclouds.com. It's just a demo test, just a test message, and I should just get back a 200 response, okay, just as I expected. So what you see here is we set up our own custom domain pointing to our API management instance. Took just a few moments, and using Cloudflare, using their DNS and their SSL certificates, we were able to do this completely free. And this is based on top of the API management consumption tier, and was able to set that up with no problems whatsoever. So super simple to set up. Hopefully you can get out there and set up your own custom domains on API management. If you like this content, please give it a like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you on another video. Thank you.